So I told her, if you need anything, go upstairs and do that. And then I went,
Well, when I'm not home, she's still on that.
And then Sam,
Hey, buddy. Hey, Nikki, have you seen our cool new shirt design?
I might have seen that. That looks epic.
Okay.
did you even buy one? That's okay. It was on the computer.
All right, shall we get rolling? Standing. You have 15 minutes. Good on that. No. Nope. Nope. All right. I don't actually need this today. That's fantastic.
That's your email.
We're gonna have actually a really, really good time. So I'm gonna give you an idea about what we're gonna be working on before we actually start doing it. It's a novel concept. What we're doing is making you use the thinky, squishy thing between your ears today. So we're we're gonna go ahead and work you through a really, really basic drill that our kiddos do. We're gonna talk about what that drill takes care of, and then you're going to find your own way to show that drill. This is something that at a much, much more complex scale, you have to do when you move into the advanced class. So if I show you Form 1, you then have to show me Juru Satu. All right, so you have to be able to take it and make it your own. This is the first step to learn how to make it so you're not just copying moves. You're able to recognize what motions protect what, or what motions achieve what. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sweet. So the motion we're going to be working on is called star blocking. Star blocking, you know, it's simple.
They're missing the elbow and the push down.
So it'll go upper block. And let's just make it good for us because I'm a sadist, so bend your knees. So upper block, inside block, outside block, lower block. Other hand, upper block, inside block, outside block, lower block. You know these as block 1, block 7, block 3, block 4, block 1, block 7, block 3, block 4. Pretty simple motions, right? So go ahead and show me upper block, inside block, outside block, and lower block. So quick thing for you guys over there in Minnesota, where it's about to get cold and horrible. What we want you to do is make sure you're using a really good chamber here, because the point of this chamber is not to make you flex or look cool. It's to start to squeeze your shoulder blades together so you don't get this going on. And when you pull your shoulder blades back, it straightens everything up without causing tension in your chest. So this comes back so that we can keep good posture while we stretch or while we block. So even when you block, if you squeeze your shoulder blades together, it's going to keep you from overextending that block.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sweet. Okay. So upper block, inside block, outside block, lower block. All right. That is the most help I'm going to give you tonight, at least while we work on this. So let's go ahead and look at upper block. This is going to protect these two quadrants, right? The quadrants are if we cut our body into 4 sections. You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this upper block protects these 2 quadrants of my body. So what we're going to do is have you face opposite directions from everyone else in the room. I want you to come up with 2 different motions that you can use to defend these 2 quadrants. It could be 7, it can come from your drills, it can come from your forms, it can come from your combos, it can come from your stepping drills. It doesn't matter where it comes from, you can just make it up. We'll go over the validity and the pros and cons of the motions later. What I want you to do right now is find 2 more options that will deal with this strike. Okay, and it has to be done in 1 motion. Okay, so find 2 options. When you're done, face towards the mirror. you want to do this is, other than doing this, what's a way you can deal with someone doing this? Great, so there's one option. There you have it. What's another way you can deal with it? Good, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. It's different, right? So what was your first one? Good, so 45 back. Okay, what was the second? You're good. So remember those? Go ahead and face the problem. Did you come up with 2 good ones though? All right, fantastic. Did you guys come up with 2 different ways to deal with an overhead strike
No, sir.
that do not
I did.
include,
That did what?
that does not include an upper block with your hand like this, exactly like this? It can literally be anything other than this.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay, Isaac, I want you to keep working on it. We're gonna start in the room and then I'm gonna circle back to you guys so you can each show your 2 different options. So go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and keep
Yes, sir.
working on it, come up with your second option. It's like when the server at the table comes up and starts to set the people who know and then works their way around and puts you on the spot at the end. So,
Okay, sir.
Sandra, come step to the center for me. Okay, show me your 2 different ways to deal with an overhead strike. Okay, good. Very nice. Out of those 2, which do you prefer?
We're comfortable with blocking trap, but I probably like the coverage of the supported block better.
I don't care which one you choose, just choose one. Where did you learn this one? Versus where did you learn this one?
Stop, I'm stealing from me, my other art.
So you can choose whichever one you want, you gotta let me know which one you choose.
Okay, we'll do the supported block.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I guarantee you she's stolen from Jimbo.
Great. Fantastic. Which one do you prefer?
I like moving in a little bit.
Okay, fantastic. Remember, you gotta remember these. Okay, Justin.
So I'd start off with this.
Okay.
I got one. And then I originally did some triangle stacking like this. So now I'd avoid another one with the monkey.
Okay, so I only need you to avoid it once.
Oh,
Yep, so show me your second option.
okay. Second option was. See,
Okay, which out of those do you prefer? The first one. Okay, remember that. Right, yeah, back. Good. What are the 2 options you came up with to deal with that?
Just stacking,
That's
45,
okay, so 45 back.
and then monkey.
And monkey to the side. Nice. Okay, which out of those do you like better?
I think it's the 45.
Okay, remember that. Nikki,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
show me your 2 options to deal with an overhead strike, please.
Okay.
Okay, that looked really familiar. And also really
I
familiar.
tripped. Similar. Yeah.
Checking the score.
Which of those do you prefer?
I prefer to go in as well.
Awesome. Good. Remember that. Isaac, your time has come. It is time to decide whether you want the sushi or the salad.
What?
Don't worry about it. Let me see what your 2 things are.
That's star and ma'am. That's
Okay.
number 1. And number 2 is like that.
All right. Which of those do you prefer?
I would prefer this one star.
Okay. I want you to remember that. Okay.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
it. So everybody remembers their choice? Good. So the next thing we're going to cover is instead of an upper block, we're moving to that inside block. This inside block is showing you how to cover something coming straight in. Now, if you're a white belt to a yellow belt, that's a fist. All right? If you're an orange belt to a green belt, that's a knife. If you're a green belt or above, who's not on my mat right now, it's that big sharp thing over there. So You need to come up with 2 options of how to deal with something coming straight in towards your chest that does not include this motion or this motion. It cannot be an inside block or an outside block. Specifically alone.
Hey! What? Did I do you sleep? I was so pissed for the night. Oh, he never said I can't use my base of knowledge to.
I want you to use your base of knowledge. Ideally, you're pulling from Kempo, you're pulling from Jiu-Jitsu,
Well, which is exactly what this
you're
is.
pulling from Silat, you're pulling from all of the different things you've learned, because it tells me that you know what you're using those things for. Year 2's hardest problem should be just picking 2 things to deal with these,
Yes.
instead of going, oh, I can do this, or do this, or do this, this, or do this.
See, in some of these, since you don't come to black belt class, you don't know. I know that one. You know that
How do you
one?
deal with this? Okay, now, without doing that,
I have
how would you deal
a
with
lot of black belt
it? Okay,
techniques.
there's one.
Like the way we suggest.
Use your hand.
Fair enough.
Don't use an inside block or an outside block. How do you deal with this? Good. That's an outside block. You know soft shooting, right?
This one.
So that's not an inside or outside block.
So I'm using
There you go, there's an inside.
that one.
Right, so now fix your feet.
Everyone's the same.
Good. So now you have 2 options. You got your 2?
I don't know, you just.
Well, we're gonna find out. Oh, everybody over there, good?
I've got one.
You better hurry up.
Sir.
Again, Sandra, up out the middle. Show me your 2 options, please. There's 1.
Oh.
There's 2. I told you you can use an inside block.
That was a downward.
Do it. If you
like, I can
I
do
don't-
inside, outside.
if you add a roll to it, I will give it to you. Now I will let you go. Okay, Mama Morris, let's see what you got. Nice, I like that one. Very good, very good. All right. For Justin, oh, I forgot, which one do you choose? Stand by roll.
This one.
Great, which one do you choose?
This one.
Great, go for it, show me your 2. 1. Okay, and 2. Great, which out of those do you choose? The second one. Fantastic, remember that.
Are they playing jazz music?
No, we are. Okay. First option.
Let's go there.
Okay, great. What's your second?
And the other one is I just want to use.
Okay, which do you prefer?
Okay.
All right, I like it. Good. Isaac, show me your 2.
Yes, sir. That's one, sir.
Nice. All right, there's 1. Let me see your second one. Good. Which do you prefer?
I would prefer this one, sir.
Sweet pickles. Let me see you next.
Sweet. Yes. Not copying, I promise. I'm on the same brainwave as one of yours.
And the second one? Okay. Which do you prefer?
This one.
Okay. Remember that. Good. So does everybody remember the first one? First thing he chose. Good. Did everybody remember the second one? Okay. Good. Now we're going to move on to the third thing. So when we did our start blocking, that went 1, 2, 3, right? This
Yes, sir.
is covering our outside 2 quadrants, right? So that could be from a hook punch, that could be from a kick, that could be from a big long sharp thing. Really depends on the situation. But we're going to say if you're a white to yellow belt, assume that it is a fist or a leg. If you're an orange belt or above, assume it's the long, sharp thing. If you're a black belt or above, assume that it is a really long, sharp thing with somebody really angry behind it.
Ah!
Okay. Come up with your two options, and then we're going to circle back up.
Can you show me the attack with the big long sharp thing, so I can see what it would look like?
Except there's a big long sharp thing there.
So that's the attack. Because I'm giving you guys something harder than a baseball swing.
Okay, so obviously I can't because there's still a big sharp.
That's where my brain was.
Right now, I'm not letting you guys get away with that.
I was going five swords.
Only one sword is just close.
I know what I want to do.
That's fine. Whatever your choice is.
Yes!
There's one option.
One.
But also remember that that can come here. It can also come down here. So just make sure that you have an option for both, maybe. Okay, go quick.
There we go.
Okay. I'm just not there.
Yeah, that's my second one, is just don't do it.
I can between bosses. Just like sit down or something when you know what you're doing. When you know what you're doing. So I know who's up.
It doesn't matter which direction.
Nope, totally up to you. This is the only time in your whole life where you're going to get to tell your opponent how to attack you. You can be like, no, you're attacking me wrong. Stop. Throw it the other way. And they'll listen. Not you. Or you.
Aww.
That's okay, I changed for the second one.
In your mind just now?
Yeah, because I have many more teachers than just, 4 over 1.
Good. This is exactly what we want to work on. This process is how you're going to integrate all of the things you know into all of the things you know. You guys got your answers?
Not quite, sir. I have at least one, sir.
Oh, good. Well, keep working on it. We're going to start these guys off. Feel free to watch them, see if it sparks any ideas, but I want 2 options from you. So, here we go. And this time we're going to start with Joy. Come on down. All right, so your first option to defend or protect yourself against an attack coming this way. What's your first option? Okay. What's your second option?
Second option is I will roll.
Okay. Nice. Out of those, what do you prefer?
First one.
First one. Okay. So you remember all 3 so far? Okay, good.
So I start off with it. Oh, yeah. So, and,
Okay.
and I hopefully stop it.
Okay, nice. Try to see that you make it through.
And then the other one is, oh, maybe that way.
Okay. You're trying to head it off fast. All right. Which do you prefer out of those 2? Okay. Remember that.
No! It's being mean.
All right. What do you got? Okay.
The other one? I'm just not gonna be there.
I might recommend a slight change of angle on that dodge, what with the not wanting to die. So what angle would be a really good choice to use?
If the power is coming from here, you've got really 2 choices. You could go that way. What's the other direction you can go?
This wasn't the one I had thought through, so.
Sure. Oh yeah, think about it. If I turn like this with the big sharp thing, this is where the power's going. See how that works? Yeah, that's a big way. Don't be the bow, don't be in front of the way. Okay,
Maybe I want to be both.
Okay,
that relies on speed.
this will look a little fun in here.
Okay. Oh, no, I like that a lot. Who showed you that?
It may be one of our tricks at IUBA that we learned scissor takedown.
Who showed you that?
I don't know. And then the other one, straight out of the octagon.
Straight out of the octagon.
Octagon.
I like it, I like it. All right,
I like rolling on the ground.
sweet. Good. Does everybody, oh, wait, no, I still have 2 more people. Oh my God, you almost got out of that. All right. Nikki, show me your 2 options, please.
I only came up with one, sir.
Let me see your option then. I hope you're confident with it.
Me too. um,
All right, that's your option. Isaac, let me see what you got, dude.
yes, sir. That's
Okay.
one. And then,
I'm vetoing that one because it has an outside block. You can use that one though.
so I could use number 2, but I can't use number 1. Yes.
So-
yes, sir.
The only rule is you can't use these 4 blocks while we're making the rest of these. But you can use the second one you showed me. So I want you to remember the second one. Sound good?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, final thing. We're dealing with this lower block, right? This lower block is going to cover the bottom 2 quadrants. So if I just do this, I did my star blocking wrong. Right? If I just do this, I did my star blocking wrong. I need to cover those 2 quadrants on my way down. So your job is to find a single motion that protects both of your lower quadrants. With a point, don't replace this target with your face. So curling up in a ball isn't a good choice. Protect your legs, but put your face in the way. Does that make sense? So find 2 options. Go ahead and just let me know when you're done. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir. Wait, 0, I can't roll, sir?
I'm not saying you can't roll. I'm saying I want you to be really aware that if you're having to guard this, there's probably something coming at this height. So there's a type of roll you can do that involves going over something.
Yes, sir.
I just made a bird.
So I'm going to let you know you just replaced your legs as a target with your face as a target.
I'm not doing that.
Oh,
We're done.
that's the second time I've had that confusion today. I'm like, why do people keep putting their face there? Good, here we go. You guys got your answers?
Yes, sir. I have 1, sir.
Okay, keep thinking about it. Keep working on it. We're going to work our way through the room here. And then we're going to go to you guys, except we're actually starting with Nikki.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wait.
All right, let me see what you got, Nikki. Oh, you little cheater. That's really cute. I'm really super happy that you chose that one. All right, and what's your other one? Okay, I'm saying that one because it's too similar to the one you chose earlier.
I kind
So,
of figured.
so we're making your choice for you. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, same idea.
Uh-huh. And that's your second one? Yes. Okay, sounds good. Which one do you prefer? Decide, child.
I'm bad at making decisions.
Arbitrate. Just. Okay, good. There's your decision.
A, no neither.
Ah, nice. And you. Also don't be there, but make them hurt on the way out.
Yes.
Super cool. Sir.
Wait, she didn't decide.
I know what you want.
B.
Cool.
This is honestly what I came up with.
Nice.
And, actually, I wanted to do a little bit of variation on that. I wanted to go, oh no, I can't. I was thinking of doing this and kind of doing almost a line stuff.
Okay, show me a second option also.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I wonder if I can do the same. Or something like that, no.
If you have the angle perfect, you can do it. Part of it is going to be making sure your stance is perfect. If you feel confident in your ability to do it, I'd say go for it. But we're going to check it later. Okay, so you'll be able to know for sure.
I shall try that one.
Okay, you pick whichever one you're more comfortable with.
Oh, first one.
Okay, great. Then that's your go-to. Joy, please.
Yeah, I just want to use the verb speaking. Okay, this side
Okay.
is here, and then the other one is so. Second is moving, and then
Okay. Out of those,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I want you to do number one,
yes,
because until that motion is smooth, it's 2 beats.
okay.
So for now, let's go with one you can do in 1 beat.
Isaac, it's your time to shine, my friend. Pepsi or Coke?
Number what?
Okay, I'm ixnaying it because you turned your back.
What? Sir? Sorry. I could barely hear you. One more time?
You're not allowed to do that one because you turned your back on your opponent. So show me your second one. Okay. Good. So what you need to know is that everybody's being held to a different set of rules based on how much you know, vocabulary of motion, and how much you know as far as the rules of what makes good martial arts work. So I want you to know that there's going to be, if it sounds like we're being really strict on one person and not so strict on another, doesn't necessarily mean the person we're being strict on is doing that. It means they have more criteria to meet. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it takes you. Let's have everybody stand up. You're going to take your 4 choices and you're going to repeat them. 30 times on the right, 30 times on the left. So if your choices were 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to do that 30 times on the right, 30 times on the left. So it's your individual one that you just came up with all on your own.
2 skins and 1 bird.
Correct. 2 heels.
This is good.
Yeah.
I'm firm.
Okay, we'll work it out. Why don't you guys get yourself warmed up, stretch out a little bit. Finish up what they're working on, but we'll get you to jump in unless you want the condensed version and try and catch up. Condensed version is they are figuring out 4 different ways to deal with an overhead strike, straight strike coming from the outside, and a strike that deals with the lower bodies. So they can't use this, 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 and this to fix those things. That's going to be a different way to do that, to achieve the same goals. Okay, that's it. In that order. In that order. Okay. Or you warm yourself up, stretch yourself out since you didn't get to do the last 40 minutes of figuring it out. Totally up to you. Also, I may compensate.
Why didn't you warn me?
Because I was That's why I've been so happy this whole time while everybody's been coming up with their answers with these like giant jumps and rolls. And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna get some good practice in.
It's been Tuesday. You know, where we all should come from, Mr. Real. You know, where we just reach out to Mr. Real, wait on the next project. Serious. Work that. Hey, good cool.
For the sake of time, we're actually gonna start at 15 on the right and 15 on the left.
Yes, sir. That's not, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this. Don't hit me. Did you bring a water bottle?
Yeah, Richard's yours, what?
Just
Mine are all in my cars on there.
on the side, below. Right. So basically for what I want you to be able to show, defend these two quadrants, defend center line, defend these two quadrants, and defend these two quadrants. Backwards. Against something sharp. Like long sharp.
Yeah, no, I don't want it to be a boring, like, easy to solve puzzle for you. See what's going on here. I know.
Please, no, please, no, please, no.
You just hit her if you are end up going the wrong way.
Yes, sir.
You can get out of the way, so.
I have plenty of room.
But I'd like you to drill really good. Get you caught up on some of your stuff. You gotta get grades. It's gonna be between Bryce and adults right now. We're gonna have you work, your first aid blocks, first aid strikes, right now. You got one? Okay. So tell me what you got. You got 5 times right block?
See, you actually were my way.
Yep, working the basics is boring, but necessary. 5 times on the right, 5 times on the left. Blocks and strikes, first aid blocks.
Oh.
There. You remember when you run through with this? Okay, you remember anyone you're running through with, that's fine. So, yes,
It's bad motion. It's bad motion right in the middle.
then
Because my back leg is the one that has to slide through
that's not bad enough.
to catch their ankle. And they're slow and old.
You got a side fall, right?
Yes, she does.
You're the one with the cool motions. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's exactly that. You can knock them out really fast if you want to, so you can do that. Nice.
So lovely to do that.
I'm just watching.
Wait, you don't like, who
I
likes
said 15 times.
Yeah, when you're done, get some water.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have to do it.
I was just counting.
I
I said, can you remember I told you? You're probably roughly around the same.
continuously do it. That's why the risk is on the phone. Oh, but it's not, anger is not right, so that's why I'm asking. So,
So it could be one person, it could be multiple people.
oh,
That's the thing is you don't get to decide how people attack you. The very most important thing is all I'm looking is that you defend the initial attack. I don't care if you manage to throw them, manage to hit them, any of that. All I care is you don't get hurt. That's what this exercise is about. When you learn this triangle setting, you learn how to deal with one-on-one. When you learn square, you learn to deal with a couple. When you learn star stepping, you learn to deal with So that's these same motions will work, but I want you to just work it through. For right now, just work it through. Keep it up. Just knock them out. All right. You have 1 minute to finish up if you haven't already gotten it down. If you're already done, get some water right now, and then we're gonna do something that I think is really cool. It's the cool part of doing all this. It's the part where I get to watch you guys work. Good idea. More push-ups. Oh, no, goodness. More push-ups. You don't even write those. I do. I've never seen you done.
Really?
Even before you.
I've seen you put it on the.
or you have been here.
Yeah, that's true.
Every Monday after J2, they were in Chicago. So I didn't like have dinner yet, which is a good thing.
Well, I'm just gonna put it this way, I'm working on my Kendall light bill.
Hey, I gotta say, from second to third degree, I really lost over.
It's rephrased. I'm working on.
Fifth degree, oh, I gotta
Yeah,
get up
we
and count on that.
I got a ways to go for that. Kendrick's not good,
So
though.
when you do this,
You got
in
it.
the so we say, as we move up the ranks throughout the meeting, right, black.
All right, let's go and bring it all together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everybody show individually. Then we're gonna cover the standard star blocking. Everybody as a group. Then as a group, I'll count it off. Everyone's going to show their version that accomplishes, hopefully, the same goal as the really, really basic star blocking. And what you'll see is why there are so many people in CBOT who are doing the same thing without doing the same thing, right? You'll see why when Ed moves, and I move, and CJ moves, they're all different motions, and we're still doing the same jurors, we're covering the same directions. This is what this is to teach you. It's just significantly more complex when you use forms rather than sets like this. So we're gonna start with Isaac. Show me star blocking as done by Isaac.
Yeah, yes, sir. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, very good, sir. Show me star
Thank you.
blocking as done by Nikki, please.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Let's go with star blocking as done by Cassandra. In a minute, please.
Which side?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. And 5, Mama Morris. Let's see how it goes. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. All right, Justin, let's see what you got. Ready, 1, 2, 1,
Oh, crap. Okay. 1,
2.
2. I forgot them all.
It's okay.
Let's see here.
This is what's coming straight into your chest.
Okay.
2, 3. This is covering from the outside.
Oh, yeah.
And 4.
4.
That's covering the lower 2 quadrants. Okay. Can you do that one more time for me?
Yes, sir.
Just without prompts. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gosh, I forgot.
Cover the lower 2. Good. One more time. 1, 2.
Okay, so.
I'm gonna make it super easy for everybody. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4.
Oh boy. I gotta do something. Oh yeah.
Good. All right. Let's go. 1,
1,
2,
2, and second.
3, 4.
4 is oh. Oh.
Good. All right. Mr. Ethan, with your total of 5 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. I like it. I like it a lot. And Miss Elaine, show me 8 blocks. That doesn't sound like yes sir to me. Okay, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Okay, now we get to do what I really like. Let's have everybody line up in the middle, please. All right, and up here. So we're gonna do the standard star blocking, right side 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, you're each going to do it the way that you came up with. Everyone together. Ready? 1.
1, sir.
3.
3, sir. 3, sir.
And 4.
4, sir.
Send Ethan and Mr.
All right, good job. So everyone take a seat. Do I need a shower or something? Like,
Oh, but you didn't say bring it in.
okay. So first what I want to know is, we're gonna say, let everybody talk about what they thought about the exercise. Then I'm gonna tell you what the point of the exercise shows. But you're each gonna have your own view on it, which is half the point of the exercise. But we're gonna start way over here in Minnesota with Nikki. What are your thoughts on that particular exercise?
It's a good challenge.
Okay, why is it a good challenge?
It's trying to make me think how I would, a different way of blocking an attack minus my first instinct.
Okay. What is it challenging?
Trying to get me to think in a different way. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
it challenges your pattern recognition.
Yes.
So you know about a million different ways to deal with an attack coming from here. You do it in juros, you do it in forms, you do it in drills, you do it in combos, you do it when you play with Mike and he goes to hit you in the head because you're making funny jokes about him limping around. You know, whatever it is, you know a bunch of different ways to deal with that. The
Yes,
point
sir.
of this exercise, as far as the challenge goes, is for you to be able to find in what you already know and recognize what it can do for you.
Yes, sir.
So that's like for year level. So Isaac, what do you think about this exercise?
I found it a bit creative, sir.
Good, so it was creative. Did you enjoy
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. I like how you made us think of our own drills instead of the easy original ones, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. So your homework, Isaac, is going to be to take one of your forms or your jurus that you already know. Any of them you choose, take the first three motions of it, and find a different way to achieve the same thing. And your mom's going to help you do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She can explain it. Don't worry. All right.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what you think, and then you
This is actually a skill and drill that we don't learn at my other school until you're a black belt. So I actually, because as you know, it's flip-flop there.
Right.
I actually really like what you're doing at this level because it really opens your eyes to the fact that just because everyone learns the same block doesn't mean everyone's going to respond the same. And I like the idea that you're teaching that now and not waiting until they have 156 techniques telling them what to do to teach them that they can do something else.
Right. I really like that you were focusing on blending your different arts. Your next challenge, so your homework, is going to be to take that exact set that you used
Yes.
and do it on a triangle.
Okay.
And figure out how to make that functional with one attacker or two attackers or three attackers.
Okay.
Just so you have something to play with. So you're free to go whenever you
Thank you.
Okay, Sandra, what you think?
It reminded me a lot of after devoting one experience, CJ would like grab the floor one, with a bunch of different weapons, and it's trying to move it around and figure out the differences in how we would manipulate the form to get the word expected result. How would you do the form?
Right. This is the same exercise. It's just using a drill instead of something as complex as a form for yours.
What I think of it.
You need to hear the first one, but
Yeah, I mean, pretty standard application of stuff. I mean, I did learn from it that I don't automatically close. I don't have a habitual closing habit built in, so that probably needs to change.
so your homework is actually the same as your homework. It's to take those same motions you did and figure out how to do them on a triangle. Your homework's a little more specific. You have to do it on a nail triangle.
All right.
And we'll work through that as you go, but that's gonna help with that closing issue. So that's your homework. Elaine, you got to watch a lot of these guys do this. What do you think?
Makes your brain hurt.
Yeah. Did everybody else different when they moved? Did you kind of tell a little bit about people and how they just were as people by watching them move. Right? So like you've got Joy and she's all about every move, she's like, bang, don't hit me. And then they try and hit her again and she gets out of the way, she goes, bang, I told you not to hit me. And then somebody tries to do it again, she's like, bang, I said don't hit me. Right? And then you've got Justin who's like, I'm just gonna get totally out of the way and avoid this conflict as much as possible. Right? You've got Cassandra who's like, I have so many options. What do I choose? And they're all right options. So you can see a little bit, the point of Silat, right, is a whole lot more than just punching and kicking. It's about learning about yourself. There's no great martial artists who didn't know themselves. There's good martial artists who don't know themselves very well, but no great martial artists who don't know themselves. So you can look at how you choose to react in martial arts to be a reflection of the way that you are inside. And so it's a good way to check yourself every so often. What do you think, Justin?
Using the metaphor of a tree, looking at the sapling, looking at taller trees, and going, well, what limbs and trunk do I already have? You know, and being able to apply it. And of course, I realized that helps me focus on myself more. So this is great for me to do at home.
Yes, this is a really good drill. What I really encourage is what this will do is make you think about what you already know and then how to adapt it to different situations. So you can follow Form 1 all day and never think about anything more than inside block, upper elbow, inside block, upper block, right? Or you can think about, well, what does this inside block do for me? What else could do the same thing? Do I like hard blocking? Maybe I like soft blocking better. Maybe I like not even touching them better. Maybe I really like hard blocking and I want to make it even harder. Right? So you can take it, and that's how you take it and start to make the art yours. But you can't do that until you understand what you're doing. I recommend, if you're going to practice this at home, breaking the body down into quadrants and seeing what you're doing, thinking about height, width, and depth. That is that's a lot to put on your plate. As you move through, we'll say just to get up into like the brown belt level, you learn 3 forms that teach you about the 3 different heights and what they're good at and what they're good for. You learn 4 different forms that teach you about height, width, and depth. And you learn 1 really long form that teaches you about all of the different types of targeting. So if you just talk about heights, you could totally change everything that you showed, right? And you could do it all high, you could do it all medium, you could do it all low. I really like that your brain went right to, well, I can just drop my weight down into a monkey stance for your number 1 technique. That showed me that you're starting to think that way. So I think everybody did a really good job. What did you think of the exercise, Joe?
How to say? I think we are more realistic. You know, when I run some drill or some form, actually sometimes I don't know how to use that. I just follow everybody.
Right.
You know, it's really easy to understand. To you know, when I imagine someone attending, how to attend me, and I have to
It's good.
Yeah, every motion I can do more the right way. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, sometimes I just did that, but I don't know. Someone hit here or hit here, I just follow everybody. But now, if I imagine someone hit here, I just protect myself, imagine myself.
So
it's more, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like learning a language, right? So martial arts is its own language. So when you first learn a language, the first thing you do is just repeat. Like when a baby learns how to speak the language of its parents, it just copies the sounds. Does not necessarily know what the sounds mean, it just copies, right? Same thing here. You just copy. You see one person do this, everybody does this.
Yeah.
Then you start to go, oh, well, every time I do this, this happens, right? Every time I do this, I don't get hit in the forehead. So this must mean don't get hit in the forehead.
right? Then you start to learn, well, this could also mean some other things too. So the more you do it, the more you practice it, and the more you experiment, and the more you talk with other people, the more of the language you'll understand. And that's kind of the point, right? We want to understand the language. For us, it's the language of martial arts. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah.
Does visualization help with recognizing?
I think it does. When you do spend time visualizing, try and make it realistic. Because what you picture in your head, you're going to start to build those neural pathways. Not as much as physically doing it, it's different type. But those are going to be what you're more likely to start to do. So, like if you think in your head, and you're daydreaming in math class, and you're like, yeah, this guy will come in here and I'll kick him so hard he goes through the wall. And that's, your whole brain in some level is going to expect you to kick somebody for them to go through the wall because you've been picturing it in your head for so long. If you can do that, that's fun. Like, that's great. But the point is you got to be realistic about what you visualize. So it's like if I visualize myself shooting energy beams out of my hands, right, or growing a monkey tail and hanging from the ceiling so people can't get me, maybe I can do it and I don't know it, and that'd be awesome. It's better for me to say, I know for a fact that I am really good at curling up in a ball and going over it. So maybe I visualize that. Maybe I visualize I'm really good at hook kicks. So how could I use a hook kick to defend myself from all of these different situations? That will be part of your learning. Once you've done the martial art for long enough, just like language, you won't have to think about it all the time to do it. Right? Sometimes you write a formal paper, right, and you have to stop and think and check everything. But when we just talk and communicate, that's what martial arts will be like. It will stop being the language exercise of me saying, hola, como estás, señor? ¿Qué pasa? Right? It will stop being that and turn into a conversation where we don't have to think as much. That's what we're working towards right now. Once you get there, then Daniel's classes start to make sense a little more too. But it's good to be in those classes when you can be, because it shows you, it sets the bar. And it says, that's what I want to get to. I might not be there yet, but at least you can check yourself, because it all helps. Does anybody else have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
Cool. All right. Well, then, first class, thank you guys very much. You're done. You gonna come back for a second, or are you gonna stay home, Nikki?
I am fighting a pretty major headache, so I'm just going to head home.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good night. Good job, Isaac. Yeah. Good job.
Thank you, sir. And I did have the headache before class, so it's not your fault.
Okay. I'm gonna take credit for that. All right. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.